Sponsored by Degenerates. This is episode 97. It has been a long and fruitless time coming. We hope you enjoy.
What's happening, people? You're tuning into Comedy by Coincidence. Your hosts, we have the coffee monster himself, Chris Davis. And live with us from Tummy Time with Ty, it's Ty Young.
What's happening, people?
Nice.
How we doing?
Doing all right, man. Just cruising down the highway, just dodging the semis, going 90 miles per hour.
You should not be driving and podcasting.
If
there was
it's
one
new American West.
If there was one person who could not do it, it's you. Please, God, do not drive. Try to drive the rental car while you're podcasting. Okay. That being said, Ty is not moving. He is stationary. Look at his background. He ain't moving. It's all right. He ain't moving anywhere fast. I'll say that.
I can do circles. My phone is sitting on the steering wheel, so it's, the roommate is asleep, so I had to improvise.
Right on. And good job improvising. You don't want to wake the roommate up. I've been there. It sucks.
And honestly, I thought about going outside and just sitting outside for this, but it's Florida, man. I'm not. No,
no, you need some air.
Anybody who's ever been to Florida, I mean, fuck, you guys are in Missouri. It's basically the same thing except palm trees. So outside's miserable.
And life is pain. So we're getting rolling, dude. Another week here at Davis Studios. We're killing it. Hey, that show we had last weekend, Saturday, the 10th at Sky Music Lounge, tremendous. Thank you to all who came out, and probably our best show yet. We got the whole thing recorded. If you want to go check it out on the Forgiving Tree YouTube channel, should be up pretty soon. Shout out to everybody who was out there. God, I already said that. I am slow today. Struggle busting on our end. Good show. It's like we never really fully recouped since then, though. I did some new stage moves. Ty, you'll be proud of me. Here's the other thing. It's rare that we have the opportunity to have a rehearsal day of the show. And just because of how schedules all worked out, we had to. So we had like a rehearsal at 2, and then we got shawarma, which my booty hole did not appreciate later.
Wait. What is shawarma?
Shawarma,
like, is that
the closest? Here's how I'm going to describe it, brother. Doggy. It is, and you've seen this. Think like Middle Eastern cuisine meat, where they compile meat into a giant, and this is what I'm going to call shawarma. Shawarma is the giant meat rod that goes in a circle, and they just cut off slices off the side.
Yo, that's a kebab, dude. That's like
It'd be a kebab if I could eat the thing on a stick, but the
no,
shawarma.
no. That's a shish kebab. You had like a straight up doner kebab from like Europe, dude. You
No,
connected.
no, no. I hadn't. There was no stick on mine. See, here's the thing. The things are so huge. They're like this big, and then the meat is this thick. So they slice off the side of it to get you slices of meat, kind of like sliced ham or whatever. But in this case, it was beef or chicken, which I'm not entirely
Okay.
sure how you get the chicken to be that. There's no. That's just. Anyways, I put too much on it. That's not important. We're talking about the show. We had the rehearsal beforehand. We gave it like 70% at rehearsal, so we didn't like. I didn't blow my voice out or anything before the show, right? But we were exhausted. We all went into rehearsal exhausted, and then at the show we gave it 110%. And I did, I think, like stage moves every song, kept it animated. We didn't walk anybody, and like the place was packed. We hit our quota on people we had to bring to get paid and all that stuff. So it was good show, bro. I'm gonna show you this real quick. I don't have it plugged in, but I did a new stage move. If I'm standing and playing, you know, probably
Right,
probably soloing on guitar. You know what I'm saying? I did
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Watch this shit here. Doesn't work with the ceiling.
Okay, so for people listening, Chris has, I'm guessing, mastered the behind the head guitar technique. He looks like he's trying to choke himself out by putting his chin into his chest, and how
It
how
doesn't
does
work. It works
it doesn't
out.
work.
It does work on stage, but not in a room with a low ceiling. So, you know, it looks like we're support, subscribe, comment, all that shit because we gotta fix Davis Studio ceiling. So,
What happened to the ceiling?
well, when I went to put it above my head, the headstock hit the ceiling, bro. But, you know, it's
Oops.
guitar
All
abuse,
right.
ceiling abuse,
Yeah.
all around. So, hey, uh, good show. Do you get any? How are you doing? You get any shows in this week?
I got a couple in. I just
Shout out to the Gimmick House of Comedy, Tampa, Florida.
yep. They just had their 1 year anniversary yesterday.
And you were
So
there
I,
to celebrate it, bro. You know?
it was I think I was like second or third on the first show. And it went well. Tried out some new stuff, hit some good old ones. It's just the crowd was a little bit I don't know, I came out too aggressive. Way too aggressive.
Walks on stage.
Because it
says,
was
"I'll
like
fuck your
it was
mom.
fucking a little bit. It's just like I walked up there and the mic wasn't on the stand, and it took me a second to find the stand, so I'm just yelling at the crowd because I can't find the mic. And then I look at the stool and the mic's sitting on the stool,
God, you
and
set
it's
the
like
blank up
now
there.
I got to explain why the fuck I couldn't see the mic. So it was like I made it depressing, and I was aggressive through the entire first bit, and then I even said I was like, I'm being way too aggressive for this shit.
That's okay. Hey, that sounds like a good show. I wish I could have seen that set.
It wasn't the best, it wasn't the worst. It was kind of middle of the road. Needs to work out some of the punchlines and shit. But overall, it was a very good first. The first show was the open mic. The second show is their they do a dirty late show every Friday at 10 o'clock to midnight. That show, the second show was fucking. I went to class on that show. Like I wasn't laughing that much. I was just studying the comics. Because they had a comic, a lady from New York, who is down at the Improv headlining, I think. And then they had Cam Patterson, who's a Orlando guy who recently moved to Austin, and he is now a paid regular on the podcast Kill Tony, which is the world's largest largest comedy podcast in the world. If you want to check out people trying out 1 minute of new material every single week, Some people fail, some people succeed. It's a great show. Check out Kill Tony, but he's a regular on there, which is really fucking huge in the comedy world. Like, I want to be on Kill Tony one day. Like, he now works for them, so that's he had a great set. Cam Patterson, check him out. And then there were some other like local comics. They did good as well. It's just those are like the two special guests that I wanted to give a shout out because they did an exceptional job, and they taking their class, so to speak, was fucking phenomenal. You know.
Right on, bro. That sounds like good experience for you.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, honestly, have you ever heard of a BYOB comedy club?
Like a bring your own beer comedy club or what?
Exactly.
No, I've not. That's where they make their money, is normally on drink sales, so that's pretty cool.
Not at the Gimmick. At the Gimmick, it's BYOB. You bring your own drinks and all that. They don't have a liquor license. You bring your own drinks. You pay. The shows range from $5 to $25. Relatively cheap for the ticket. Really good show. One of the most unique clubs I've ever. It's you know what a trap house looks like?
Yeah, big time. I lived with you.
Now, imagine that with like an OnlyFans set, or a like a trophy case of garage sale robberies in the background of the stage, and then you have that's what the Gimmick is. Like, it's like the stage is now made of epoxied over VHS tapes. So it's like it's a little fratty, but it's one of the more unique places to watch a show.
Yeah.
I'm half tempted to buy them a stage light so that way you can see the comic's face a little better. I don't know how well that's going to go. I got to talk to the owner, Sean, about it. But shout out to them. 1 year anniversary. It was great. 2 shows. And it was a good time, you know. And Sean, it's like Sean's an artist. Has art on the walls that he's selling and everything. So
yeah.
He's doing his own side gig as well as supporting the comics, and I couldn't be more grateful.
Sounds like a cool spot, a cool dude, and a great environment for you to kind of come up. So, fuck yeah, dude. You know, when you've been talking, hey, Dr. Evil, sorry, just heads up. Yep. Almost lost the computer for a second. No, we're good. No, bro, that's super cool, and especially like sounds like a great supporter for the arts. Wonderful, bro. You hit any more of those kava bars?
My weekends have been fucking booked with friends. Shenanigans. It's the time of year where people disappear for 3 or 4 months, so you got to do them a solid, hang out with them in the evening once, and all that. So it's no, I have not been back to the kava bars, and I think my soul's better for it.
I think so,
you know, it's been really uplifting not having to watch people who are really into spirituality. You know, I don't think I'm the spiritual, you know, no alcohol, only weird root drinks type of guy. You know, I think for me to feel at home, I just need to be able to see a crackhead walking down the road. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what the kava bars aren't. You know, they're post crack places, and I need to be in a pre crack place. Too far?
No, you're good. You're
okay.
Good. You're good. Fuck. I had something, and it's
Chris
gone.
is disgusted with me.
No,
this is fine.
I'm struggling today. God damn. I think Dr. Evil and I both are, just a hair. But what's shit. This is a tough episode for Chris. Chris, here, okay, you want to hear what else is going on? Okay, Dr. Evil and Chris have had a packed schedule too. Okay, I'm glad that you got a packed schedule and you're seeing your homies though. That's nice. just like packed on the work days this week. Remember how I said we went and saw Dead and Company last week?
Yes.
Okay. Did I also tell you that I got a hole in my tooth like day of Dead and Company or day before?
A hole in your tooth. What'd you do? Fucking hot up an iron or
here's
something?
the thing. I don't even know how it happened. Honestly, cavity, giant ass cavity. But I didn't notice it until Tuesday when I was like flossing, and then all of a sudden there was like it was on the inside by my tongue on one of my rear back tooths on the bottom, and like I could stick my whole ass tongue in there and hit the nerve with my tongue, and it would like knock me out. Like it was bad. So I did.
Would that technically be fucking yourself then?
No. Okay, stick with me. Stick with me,
okay.
comedian. I'm trying to paint you a picture here. Okay, and no, it would not be fucking yourself. It was sticking my tongue in a fucking tooth to check if it was okay, and it was not okay. So I did Dead and Company with my bad tooth. I did the show on Saturday that we again annihilated, bad tooth. I did my whole work week, bad tooth. In the fucking, I'm doing lawns, right? In the 90 plus St. Louis degree fucking, summer heat, bad tooth. And then got it fixed yesterday, so no more bad tooth. Tooth is fixed, no more hole in my tooth. Woo! I hate the dentist. Who likes the dentist? That's why they're so depressed. Dentists are like the number one like suicidal rate profession, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean,
Dr. Evil.
if I'm being honest, I think dentists should just all be hot people. You know what I mean? Because there's nothing nobody likes going to the dentist. I'm the same way as you.
Yeah.
But like it's if there's a piece of eye candy there, I somehow feel better about the whole occasion.
Yeah.
But next month I have a dentist appointment for my annual cleaning, but I think I'm gonna go down to Mexico and do some work before.
Get some work done.
Yeah, get some
That's
work
my
done.
man. Hey, you're smart. You're better for it. Now you're paying for that with that plane ticket, but
I mean, no, I got that corporate sugar daddy, so he's sending me down there anyway, so I might as well just get a twofer,
Okay, fair enough. Is that where y'all are touring next? Is South America?
No, I'm just doing Mexico City and Puerto Rico.
Oh, bet.
Supposedly.
That'll be fun.
Be a lot of fun. I'll save some money for once because I've been going. The white countries are nice, but goddamn, they're expensive. Like I want some,
developed countries.
Yeah, everybody wants to go to Amsterdam. Everybody wants to, hit up Germany and all that.
Shit ain't
But
cheap.
you gotta
It's
pay like
Vegas
real
prices.
money for those meals.
Yeah.
When you can go down to fucking Mexico City and get, I don't know, food for a week for $10
and food poisoning.
Come on,
Yeah.
come on.
Montezuma's revenge, baby. You're good.
It's the best part, though. That's the best part.
That's the best part. The anal cleansing.
Exactly. What other excuse do you need to tell your coworkers to fuck off? You can't go anywhere today. You're tied to the toilet.
Hey, dude.
Like, it's built into the environment.
Montezuma caught up with me. I said it perfect
It
the
caught up
first
with you?
time. No, but that's what you text your homies. We're like, yo, we're going to Tenochtitlan. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Yeah.
What?
And it's
Dr. Evil has a look. Oh, no.
Tenochtitlan?
Yeah. How do you pronounce it, then?
Are you talking about Tenochtitlan?
Yeah. Served, dog. Served. Yeah. Tenochtitlan, you know what I'm saying? I'm from the South. Good for you.
Are you, though?
South of...
Wow. Good for you.
I don't know, man. I was about to say something that was going to be horribly geographically wrong, so I'm glad I didn't. I'm learning, dude, just like you did. Aren't we always learning?
Missouri's one of those weird places where
It's not
It-
south of the Mason-Dixon line. Am I right?
it is not, but it's also like it's a split state. You know, it's one of them border states. Like,
Yeah,
half of it's south,
it
half of it's
identifies
not.
as southern, half of it identifies as northern, and you got
exactly. It's our first trans state, and then we need to
Embrace it.
respect that.
Missouri. You know what I'm saying?
Missouri is his second name. You know.
Missouri's its dead name.
Yeah, exactly. So you
What?
just dead named your own state, dude.
What? My baloney has. Can you say that into the mic?
Y'all were going about your back and forth, and I looked Chris dead in the eyes, and I said, my baloney has a first name, and I gave no further context.
It's
Thinking he'd get it.
O-S-C-A-R, dude. It's O-S-C-A-R.
And when it hit him hard.
I'm struggling today, bro. Yeah.
All right, so we were talking about Montezuma's revenge. Now, people say don't drink the water in Mexico, and I say they're pussies. Like here's the deal. Like, I've been to Mexico before, and if you're there for a couple days or a week, yeah, you don't really want to risk it. Fucking get the bottle of water or whatever. But I'm gonna be there for a month, right? So
Get
the
it
first
the first
thing
day.
I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go find a nice Coleman tent with holes in it, right? Because that's where you're gonna get the best goddamn taco you ever had in your life.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And then within that tent, they're also gonna sell drinks. You know, I'm gonna butcher these names like Tambion, Jamuka, or whatever. And it's you get those drinks. Now that water is guaranteed to be from the sewer, and that's your ticket in, right? You
Right.
drink that water, you're gonna spend 2-3 days attached to a toilet of some sorts. Bring TP with you everywhere you go. You'll be that weird guy. But after that, your immune system is gonna be so goddamn strong. Like,
Yeah, COVID won't even stand a chance against you, bro.
exactly. Like, you just
It's like swimming in
ravage
the
your
Hudson.
intestines. Like, you got a free colon cleanse, and I'm ashamed people look down on it. You know what I mean?
It's like swimming in the Mississippi south of St. Louis.
Exactly.
You know, like, fuck. What you gonna? Okay.
You should just hop right in, absorb it, and be the best chemical beast you can be.
Right. I was also gonna say, Ty, you know, your gut is already like got filled with things that aren't supposed to be in there. I feel like you will fare better than like your average person.
Oh yeah, you'd be
You know what I'm
fucked, dude.
saying?
You would be fucked. I think I will come out.
You're gonna come out
stronger
better
than
for
Superman.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the Joker, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and I would be in a grave in Mexico City. So, you know, just that's how it goes. Moctezuma get me, bro. But that's why you won't see a Forgiving Tree Mexico City tour anytime soon. Don't worry. I don't think they're asking
It will
for
happen.
us.
It will happen, bro. It will happen.
We get in super good with the cartels, and then it's Torrent City, baby. That'd be lit. Hey,
Well, see, all right. So here's a change that not a lot of people are talking about, but I want to raise awareness about, is that marijuana is legal in Mexico now, and supposedly there's dispensaries in Mexico City.
lit.
Now, with the cartels, like, there's no way that those aren't cartel related businesses. You know what I mean?
Right. So how's this all?
So it's like, now you have the moral ethical dilemma of, do you want to buy bloodstained weed, or do you want to get high? You know what I mean? Like, what do you do?
You find a local farmer. I don't know what you do, bro. Guess what?
Yeah, but
You're gonna let us know, aren't you? No, you're gonna let me know off camera, but it's all good. In fact, he ain't going. Hey, corporate phonies.
True,
Ty
true.
doesn't know
Corporate
shit
phony.
about that. What are we talking about? That's why we're asking. So
yeah, I need to know where. I like to be a responsible consumer of sorts, you know. and not with technology though. I like to have the slaves' bloods in my technology. But like when it comes to food and things I'm putting inside me, I want to make sure that it's clean and pure, and you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah. Well,
no,
I have bad news for you. You better send that double-ended dildo back, cause I got bad news for you, bro.
that's an exception. It needs the in and out ability. It needs to.
Sorry, I had to go
it
there.
Needs to. It needs to burn inside of me just a little bit so I feel better.
Hey, comedy news.
Yeah, we went too far on that one. Sorry, everybody.
Comedy news. Anybody? So comedy news this week. We could
Ali Sadiq
released a new special. I love Ali Sadiq.
Yep.
It's part 3. What was the title?
The Domino Effect. I believe it's part 2 that he just put out.
Okay. Okay.
It's if you want a very compelling story, Ali Sadiq's your man. Like, it's his journey, going through prison, being. I don't want to get. He was a drug dealer, but he says it in a different way. That's phenomenal. It's his punchline, so I don't want to say it. But if you want, I would argue, a true, compelling American story, Ali Sadiq is your man.
Okay. Yeah, Ali Sadiq's the shit, especially if you like Joey Diaz. Go check out Ali Sadiq's new special. All right, I got some breaking news. Comedian Pete Davidson charged with reckless driving after Beverly Hills crash. Okay, let's see what's going on. So, Los Angeles prosecutors charged former SNL star Pete Davidson with reckless driving after authorities said he crashed into a Beverly Hills home. Yeah, I saw. We cool. We groovy. We rocking. Oh, look up. Talking to the mic. My bad. We believe that Mr. Davidson engaged in reckless driving, which ultimately resulted in his involvement in a serious collision into a home. Davidson's arraignment is set for July 27th. Wow, that's crazy, bro. He tried to pull Anne Heche.
A what?
And Anne Heche? That was the actress who this year drove maybe it wasn't this year, but within the last year, drove the car into a Hollywood home and through the wall, and the car caught on fire and she died. They ruled it a...
Damn. I didn't know about that.
We talked about it on this podcast.
Shit. Fuck.
Shit, dude.
My memory's gone to hell. Well, see, that's the troubling thing about these challenges people are putting out. I'm sad that he got caught up into it. He should have just ate a Tide Pod. But honestly, more surprising is that motherfucker drives. Like, I thought he still lives with his moms. Like, I thought.
No, but Pete Davidson has enough money that it's like you'd think he'd be driven around too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
I'm with you.
He dated Kim Kardashian and he doesn't have a chauffeur. What fucking poverty level did she stoop to?
So, that's kind of wild. Dr. Evil, did you see any other
former SNL member? I thought he was still on SNL.
I thought he was a former one. I thought he was off there now. But I don't watch SNL, so.
Interesting. Alrighty. Shows you how much I follow Pete. But speaking of Pete Davidson, he, probably about a year and a half ago, he bought a decommissioned ferry from the city of New York and intended to turn it into a comedy club. But apparently he was stoned out of his gills and regrets the whole thing and is spending a lot of money on it just sitting there.
A decommissioned ferry, huh? That'd be pretty cool, though. That sounds like some St. Louis shit, though.
Yeah, it's just like, I mean, it's an old boat.
No, I feel you.
It's a giant old boat that's just, it's one of those.
He bought a prison barge.
Probably, yeah.
And was like, we're gonna make it into a comedy cellar. But okay. Yeah, I'm trying to think of any other comedy news I heard of. Not really. What about him?
Ooh, here's a piece of news that I found funny.
What?
All right, so there's a it might not be funny. I don't know. We'll find out. So there's the Sunshine Skyway Bridge, which is a toll bridge connecting St. Petersburg, Florida, to the other side of the bay. Right.
Sure.
At night, it's lit up with different colored lights, like purple, red, and all that. So I call it Rainbow Road. And yesterday, somebody tried to Mario Kart that bitch and fucking got into an accident, and their car was hanging over the bridge. You know, I just wanted one person to show up wearing a cloud and like a fucking turtle outfit, so that way they could just do a Mario Kart fucking thing on it. No.
No, I'm with you.
Funny idea, bad idea. I don't know.
Tremendous idea. I'm fucking terrible today, bro. Oh my god, I'm barely hanging in there. Okay, Savage of the Week. Think it's my week. Oh no, comedy news. Still, I want to say this. Is it Ty's week? Did I do it? I did Alex last week. You're right. It is your week for Savage of the Week, sir. But comedy news, real quick to end it off. Joey Diaz ended the joint, or at least he says he's taking a hiatus for the summer. But if you're a fan of music and motivation with Chris Davis, you can see how a hiatus can turn into ending the podcast.
Yeah.
So, I'm a little worried that he ain't going to do it anymore. I'm still a member of his on Patreon, and he's still putting shit on there, but the official joint is down. So,
I mean,
it's good for him, honestly. I bet it's better for his mental health, and I think he's shooting either a TV series or a movie right now. So, you know, kind of lighten up his schedule a little bit. I'm all for whatever, man. I'm a big supporter of whatever he wants to do. But
I understand Joey's position though, because he's one of those people where his fans want nothing but more and more and more. And I'm one of those people. I want more of Joey too, but he's been doing comedy for what, 25, almost 30 years now. Like, he's been on everybody else's podcast. He's kind of hit the top of the hill. How are you gonna keep going after a while, you know?
right. And
sometimes
keep it exciting and interesting for you. So I think he just needs a fucking break.
Because it's like, I love Joey, but I don't need to hear, you know, how much the Jamba Juice sucked that day. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of one of those.
Right, that too. You also got to live a little bit, and B, you got to, like, with the people asking for more and more and more and more and giving and giving and giving and giving. You pull what I call Jerry Garcia, which fucking, I'd say the Deadheads killed Jerry by demanding the touring schedule that they had to do. You know what I mean? Everybody saw how shitty he was doing, but we're gonna keep coming out in droves and droves and droves and bitch when you don't, you know. And
exactly. So it's one of those, you gotta. It's a balancing act. If you put everything out there, then there's nothing left for you.
Big time. Are you still there, Tyson? Tyson, yeah, you froze on us for just a second. No, you're good. Now, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, baby?
The phone's getting warm. I gotta move it out of the sun. We're doing dual handing now.
Well, we're almost done, too. You got a Savage of the Week?
It was gonna be Rainbow Bridge, and that bit failed, so we're gonna change it up. It's Trevor Harrison's birthday this week, so I'm gonna give him a shout out, say happy birthday. But he is not the Savage of the Week, because he was savaged far too many times. I feel like this honor has been downgraded by handing it to these same people too many times. So, you know, I love Trevor to death, but he is not the Savage of the Week. Instead, The Savage of the Week will be. Let's go with. Honestly, I want to give it out to Sean. Last name unknown.
The owner of the Gimmick Comedy Club.
Owner of the Gimmick Comedy Club. Because honestly, like, he's doing something that I think special. You know, there's a lot of comedians who are going through there. He gets them. The guy has a minimum of 2 mics a week. You know, he has a Thursday show, which is unpaid for the comic, but he brings in a crowd. You know, the Friday, Saturday, Sunday shows are paid shows. You're doing well, you move up. You know what I mean? He's setting up kind of a club that has a path for comedians to move up. And, you know, it's their 1-year anniversary. The motherfucker's a great guy. So, shout out to Sean at the Gimmick Comedy House in Tampa, Florida.
You're a bad mofo.
He is Savage of the Week. So,
Ty,
yeah, there it is.
you're breaking up so bad. I'm gonna let you go today, okay? Everybody, mad love and respect. Ty, get in the last word you want to tell the audience. We love you guys. We love you, Sean. Hey, at the House of Comedy Gimmick Club, we love you. I really butchered that name there. I'm so sorry.
Incredible.
We're gonna let Ty go because his phone's about to be destroyed. So
I really appreciate that he was willing to bust his phone to give Sean that shout out.
yeah, me too, bro. Shout out. Hey, you better pay Ty next time because he lost a phone for you. Mad love and respect. Tune in next week to see if Ty's still available. Hot Latina mommies, hit him up. Mad love and respect.